AI is everywhere right now, but can you build it? The AI market is exploding right now, but unless you know how to write complex code, you're usually stuck just using whatever big tools big tech gives you. So what if I told you you could build your own highly specialized AI assistant with zero coding experience right inside your favorite messaging environment? Hello, was SS1 students from OU International School, and we built Synaptics, a full stack application designed to democratize AI automation for everyone. I'm Chike Njokoma, and
my name is Abit Mule, and I handle the front end of our project. Synaptics turns regular users into AI creators. So we built a beautiful, clean user interface using Vue and Tailwind CSS. Inside the app, users can chat normally with one another through private messages. But the best part is actually the bot creator. Using simple instructions called prompt engineering, which is literally just describing what you want the bot to be like, and picking pre-made tools, users can make custom AI for their everyday customs, while our backend handles the heavy lifting from the background.
My name is Ibite Enoch, and I'm in charge of Python Flask SQL Academy. In building this project, we encountered a lot of problems. So, firstly, we had to make sure that the app was safe and that the user's data was secure. We solved this using JWT authentication, which creates a secure encrypted token whenever a user logs in. Secondly, we had to protect our app from crashing down. If a user tries to create a lot of bots at the same time, the server gets overloaded and it costs a lot of money. To solve this, we use rate limiting. This sets a safe speed limit on how many bots you can create at the same time. This makes the app safe and fast for every user.
Synaptics is designed with a clear path to profitability. We will generate revenue through three main streams. First, a freemium subscription, where users can pay a monthly fee for unlimited bots. Secondly, a bot marketplace, where creators can sell specialized workflows and Synaptics takes a percentage of every sale. And third, we have business licensing, allowing small companies to build custom internal AI tools without hiring expensive developers. Synaptics isn't just a great tool, it's a sustainable, scalable business. Now let's go into the demonstration of Synaptics. Today, AI platforms are mostly the same. You open a chat window, you ask a question, the AI answers, the conversation ends. Most AI products are built around messaging, but people want more than conversations. They want AI that feels unique, AI that remembers, AI that has personality, AI that can actually do things, and most importantly, AI that users can create themselves. That's why we built Synaptics. So Synaptics is a platform where anyone can create digital entities with personalities, memories, skills, and workflows. So instead of just simply chatting with AI, users design characters that can think, create, assist, and evolve. The Synaptics bot is not just a chatbot, it's a customizable digital entity. So let's dive into the demonstration. First, we have our homepage with our about, where we explain what Synaptics is and how it works, and our documentation to see how we built it. But more importantly, let's go into our homepage and register Synaptics. So you can enter any username you want to. For example, I'm going to say demonstration 5432. Okay, let's just do that. So password, we can create any strong password we want, but we can say something like okay. So we're going to submit with our credentials. It's going to take a while, and our backend responds with our username and our user ID. So what you're going to notice here is that there is a small chat box where you can basically type in anything you want. Okay, and there are of course our name buttons here, but let's start from this. This is Nexus, which is the default Synaptics bot. So let's ask it anything. Tell me about Synaptics. I press enter, and then I am transported into an interface with Nexus. Okay, my message appears on the screen along with any history I may have had. But in this case, we just signed in, so we're not going to have any particular history. Okay, you can see our message loads with our answer. Okay. Alright, buckle up, Buttercup. You've just asked about synaptics, and trust me, yeah, but that's the boring part about synaptics. Let's get into the more intricate and complicated part. So, if you go to find, you'll see that you can search for any users by their ID. Of course, I have 1, which is Nexus. I can have 3, which is Arthur. I can have 9, which is Gasket. I can chat with basically any user I want. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open a new browser, which is Microsoft Edge. So I'm going to enter the same URL, http://synaptics/node/surge.sh. So I'm going to press enter. I'm going to get the same page. So I'm going to quickly register, sign in with dummy credentials. Sign in with dummy credentials. I'm going to do this. To enter, this press submit. It's going to take a few seconds, so let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now that we're logged in, we're going to search for users. I think the ID is 23, if I'm not mistaken. So we get Bro, okay, which is the user that we logged in with in the other browser. I'm going to say hello, Bro, and you can say hello, Bro. So from Bro, I'm also going to say how day in the particular pidgin fashion. So I'm going to press enter, and you can see it immediately appears on my screen in UTC time, not West African time, which is something that we did on purpose. But chatting in real time is not the only functionality of Synaptics. Okay, the real hook here is down here when you have create bot, where you can create your own personal bot without typing a single line of code. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to press create bot. I'm going to say, what should my bot's name be? Let's name my bot Paul. Okay, Paul. Okay. Your name is Paul. Not anything else. So it's basically a prompt engineering bug, and don't make your responses too long. Okay, now I'm going to ask it to say anything. So I'll just say act like the historical Paul from the Bible. So I'm going to create bots like this. Of course, my prompt engineering could have been way more specific, and we're going to get an ID, bot ID 32, and we're going to open our chat with Paul. Okay, I'm going to say hi, how are you? Let's press enter, and it gives me a wonderful response from Paul in the Bible. Okay, so I'm going to go back home, and when I go to find, you can see that Paul, that is ID number 32, it's a valid user here. So every single bot becomes an individual user on Synaptics, which is the entire point of what Synaptics is. So difficulties now, we had a lot of difficulties with the API and the API key rate limiting. That was a very big problem. Of course, it's not completely responsive for mobile, but you're advised to turn your phone horizontally if you want to do that. So we can briefly examine our GitHub code, which is available here under Intellect 7 or Chillod, because it was originally forked from Chillod, which is just one of our teammates' GitHub accounts. And you can see both the front end, the back end code, engine, how the Gemini API works, along with all our individual services. So in conclusion, Synaptics proves that you don't need years of professional experience to build something that solves real world problems. We wanted to build a gateway so anyone can use the power of AI.
Thank you so much for watching our presentation.
Thank you for your time and evaluation. Thank you.